Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Scorpio's spiritual path reading for December 2022. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, you can do so in the comments below the video. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. I also want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much, and again, thank you so much. I would also like to remind everybody to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs for a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also check out the mid-month readings that I offer here. You can also check out the new moon and the full moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right, excuse me. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Scorpio's spiritual path for December 2022. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. And while there may be moments of silence, while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you see within your mind's eye. You might hear a word or some song lyrics. Strong emotion may bubble up. You might smell something that reminds you of something, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. As we are not together in the physical, I am connecting to your energy, so your energy is very much a part of this reading. And in a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to that. All right. Thank you. So we have the High Priestess, the Four of Cups, the King of Swords, and at the bottom we have the Empress. So, excuse me, it does appear that December is really going to be full of spiritual insights for you. It does appear that you're really riding on intuition as you undertake December. And December feels like an undertaking for Scorpio here. There's definitely hidden talents bubbling to the surface that I feel like are in part hidden talents that you don't even know that you have yet, but they will be coming to the forefront as this spiritual insights begin to roll in here. This card also speaks of sacred knowledge, secret sacred knowledge. So there may be a part of that. You may be studying various spiritual, esoteric, or occult books, taking in that knowledge. But there's something concerning that is yet to be revealed. There's a mystery surrounding it that has not become aware to you yet. But I do feel like as December rolls on, the mid-December to the end of December, these things are starting to become known to you. And then we have the Four of Cups. So, and I feel like in part this is why you are delving into these, we'll just say, esoteric teachings, is because you're kind of, with the Four Cups, you're kind of looking at what you possess, which is these 3 cups, and you're kind of like, I don't know what's missing, but I know I need something else. There's a missing piece of the puzzle here. And with these sacred teachings, the divine is handing you this cup. This is this missing piece of the puzzle for you, and the divine is really bringing this in. And when this comes in for you, it's really going to shed a lot of light on the truth of things. You're coming into these new truths. This cup also, when it comes in, is bringing a lot of mental clarity, and with these hidden talents, this mental prowess of the King of Swords is really getting its level up here. And at the bottom, we have the Empress. So it does appear that December is a heavy growth month for you, especially with these sacred teachings. I feel like it's all kind of like filtering down to that specifically, and these hidden talents that are going to come from that. But like I said, December is a month of growth for you, and I feel like a lot of the other signs have gotten a similar something, so that must be the theme of December is growth and change. But through this, there's going to be a lot of new opportunities for abundance that open up for you, and you actually find more stability. Here you feel not unstable, but like I said, there's this feeling of being incomplete. That is not necessarily a stable position. But when you get this missing puzzle piece and you come into this truth with this mental clarity, you find a lot of stability. And you're really sitting in your own beauty, the beauty of yourself here, and this ability or this magic aspect to yourself. And you're really nurturing this. Whatever you're engaged with in December, you're really nurturing this. All right. Let's get a little bit deeper into what December has for you. This is the Yogic Path deck. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's spiritual path for December 2022. 3 cards, please. That's too many cards. 3 cards, please. Thank you. All right, 1 more, please. All right. So we have Sattva, Parvati, and Kundalini. So Sattva roughly translates to purity. But on another level, this is speaking about this pleasure that comes from this purity, this calm mind that also comes from being untethered in this purity. And this is not necessarily a pious purity. This is more about how you feel about yourself. So this calm mind, this mental clarity, this also speaks of a clarity of thought here too, and an openness. It's like you're seeing things from this higher perspective here. So you definitely have a lot of mental clarity, excuse me, coming from this. And you actually feel quite calm as you notice that all 3 of these figures in these cards are all sitting down. So you're feeling calm and relaxed. Even in your wanting of and feeling this sensation of being incomplete, like you're missing a puzzle piece, you're still even calm in that. So you're really coming with this calm energy. And there's something illuminating a truth for you. And then we have Parvati. So Parvati is the mother of Ganesha. Now Ganesha is the remover of obstacles, but Parvati is the goddess, the mother goddess, goddess of power, devotion, harmony, nourishment, fertility, things like this. Very much in a similar type of vibration as the Empress here. So whatever you're coming into contact with as far as this knowledge goes, really is bringing a lot of power with this knowledge. There may be an element of devotion that you are engaged in too that's also helping this come about. But you're really finding more harmony in December. This growth brings a lot of harmony, and this is much needed nourishment for you, I feel like. And then we have Kundalini. So Kundalini is this feminine serpent energy. Whether you're a man or a woman, we all have this within us. And it's said that this normally resides in the bottom three vertebrae and can be awakened and released through various yogas, pranayama, meditation, coming in contact with someone who has their kundalini flowing, if you will. But this is essentially Shakti, again with this spiritual power or force here in this raising of this energy here. And having all the chakras in aligned and open, again with this openness and getting this higher perspective. And there's this flower blooming at the crown, so that there's a lot of growth. And we have these serpents here, and the serpent one represents the Kundalini, but the serpent also represents secret ancient knowledge or wisdom here. So this serpent knowledge, this magic, if you will. All right, let's get 3 cards from the Wisdom of the Buddha deck, as I call it. 3 cards, please, for what is on Scorpio's spiritual path for December 2022. Here we have Ganesha. Again, the son of Parvati. Vajrapani. 1 more card, please. Thank you. And another Ganesha. All right. So we have Dance with Ganesha. And Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. It says, give yourself over to joy and your life will flow. So there is, and what's blocking you from giving yourself over to joy is this feeling that you are missing this puzzle piece. This puzzle piece of knowledge or energy, or you feel that there is something missing. Now, you're already complete, but the mind does sometimes need reassurance by having this knowledge in its grasp here. So when you get this knowledge, I feel like it will allow you to give yourself over to joy, and your life will begin to flow. Here in the background, it is hard to see, but there is a waterfall and a river behind the Empress here. This is speaking about this flow of energy, this current of energy, and giving yourself over to this will allow your life to flow, but this is also what allows your life to grow here. And then we have Vajrapani, the guardian at the temple gate. So you do feel like there is a guard in front of this knowledge for you, and you are hungry for this knowledge. And the message here says, use your strengths to help someone who is struggling. So already before, now you feel like you need this extra piece, but you already possess a lot of strengths and talents that could really help others in your vicinity, certain family members or friends or people you come across, and to use these strengths to help someone who is struggling. Now, you do want to be mindful with who you help out and make sure that these people are not usury in nature, of course. But this is saying to use your strengths, your talents, to help those who are struggling. And I feel like you may be doing that already, but I feel like once you get this piece of the puzzle and you're in this truth with this mental clarity and you're finding a lot of personal growth, then you feel this open space to be able to help others a little bit better. Then we have another Ganesha, and Parvati, and it's funny how they land here. But, and this is the infant Ganesha, so this child Ganesha, so a remover of obstacles again. So you may feel like there's something guarding this knowledge from you, and there's this feeling of being incomplete to a certain extent. And these are both obstacles in your path here. But like I said, we have two cards that indicate that these obstacles will be removed for you. This is also, we have Ganesha dancing and the infant Ganesha. So having this playful energy about you, really inviting this inner child to come out and play here. And this will lessen any tension that you feel to have this inner child being nourished in this way. And the message here is call on Ganesha to remove obstacles in your life. So with this devotion, you can call on Ganesha, literally. Now, these are not religious specific readings. These are talking about energies, unless, of course, you're engaged in one or more of these traditions or practices, in which case the reading can take on extra layer for you. But you can look up on YouTube. There's actually many Ganesha mantras for various different things that you can utilize and that actually have a very powerful effect. A lot of times there's two types of Sanskrit mantras. There's ones that are literal, to where the words that are being said are very important, as we would think of mantras in the West. And then there's other mantras that have more to do about the sound and the vibration that your voice is creating. And this is actually, I don't know if you're familiar with a sound bath, but this is tuning your frequency to say these mantras in that way. And that is kind of what is, in my opinion, special about Sanskrit is that it is really based on harmonic frequencies that are created by saying the mantras. You're actually tuning yourself. So this is the Gita deck. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's spiritual path in December 2022. 2 or 3 cards, please. Thank you. 1 or 2 cards, please. Thank you. So we have equal vision and the destroyer here. And it's interesting. There are tiny Hanumans in both of these images here. All right, equal vision. Says, by virtue of transcendental knowledge, the wise see the same divine truth in all beings. From the wise, gentle priest to the cow, the elephant, and the dog. So this is, in part, I feel like part of this information that you're being gifted here from the divine is this transcendental knowledge. Seeing the same divine truth in all beings. So there is an element of what could be considered awakening. You're awakening to this truth. There's something being illuminated about yourself, and then also the nature of yourself, and in doing so, the nature of all beings is kind of revealed to you in that. And then we have the destroyer, and this is Hanuman again. We have a little Hanuman right here. Destroying this chariot, and when the chariot is destroyed, these horses are able to run free here. They're no longer bound here. Which I feel like you are a little bit, not entirely, but you are somewhat bound by this perception that you are incomplete. And so the divine is coming in with the knowledge to let you know that you are actually all the way complete. But sometimes the mind needs to be appeased with the knowledge of it. And on the back here it says, I am death, destroyer of all. I am the source of all things yet to be. I am fame, prosperity, speech, memory, intelligence, faithfulness, and patience. So there is an aspect of when you do get this knowledge, it kind of, in a way, is destroying this old perception here. It's kind of like when you get an update on your phone or your computer, and basically it's putting in this new information that makes the old information outdated, and it actually purges out that old information because it no longer is relevant here. And that's kind of what's taking place when you receive this knowledge. This is like what you could consider this download, this upgrade, if you will. And when the system is upgraded, it has to flush the old information that no longer applies. And so that's where this destruction is coming from here. So it is the best kind of destruction, because you are getting an upgrade here. And this is the Gods and Goddesses deck. What type of divine energies are surrounding Scorpios on their spiritual path in December 2022? 2 or 3 cards, please. All right. Thank you. All right, we have Karma. This is the tortoise avatar of Vishnu. And his blessings are diplomacy. So a certain level of being diplomatic with how you engage with this knowledge. And then also being diplomatic with how you help others. Another blessing is ability to provide support. So like what it said, use your strengths to help someone who is struggling. So you're being gifted with this ability to provide support to others who are struggling. And possibly struggling in a similar way that you were in the months prior to this. Steadiness and dependability. So after this, you find a lot of stability in this new growth. And you're helping others, and you're being seen as a dependable coach or teacher. I don't know why coach and teacher is coming to mind here, but you may be teaching or sharing life skills with those who are struggling here. And skills to manage contradictory forces here. So some of this secret, sacred knowledge might be seen as taboo in perhaps the way that you were raised, or your parents might see what you're doing as taboo. But you are successfully managing and integrating what would appear to be contradictory forces. Now, they're not, but due to cultural conditioning and dogmatic upbringing, these are put in separate categories, and it does become difficult to integrate these things, but it does appear that you're managing to do that. And then we have Gopal, the Lord of Cows. Now this is the child Krishna. So we have Krishna here also. But so we have the child Ganesha and the child Krishna. So there really is this urging from the spirit to really nurture this inner child, let it out so that it can play. Let this inner child come to the forefront. Because like with the cultural conditioning that I was speaking of, as we get older, we put these layers of garments of cultural conditioning over this inner child until you find yourself at 25, 30, and this inner child is underneath these layers of conditioning. And so, and in part, this is what this knowledge is going to help you do, but uncovering this inner child and letting it come to the forefront because this inner child has this authenticity to it that the Spirit is really asking you to embody at this time. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's spiritual path for December 2022. Three cards, please. All right. 3 cards, please. Thank you. Oh, right on the floor. All right. 2 more, please. Thank you. Whoa. All right, that's too many. We're not going to do that today, okay? 1 more card, please. Pretty please. Okay, we'll take them. If you insist, we will take them. Okay. All right. It says, somewhere there is an energy leak. And so there is an energy leak in this pipe here. And I feel like this is in part why you feel somewhat incomplete. So it's actually this stance that is the energy leak. But when you receive this gift from the divine, this missing puzzle, this is the patch to patch up this energy leak. It is this knowledge that you're receiving through your study in the esoteric. But if in November, the beginning of December, you feel a little low energy, you feel a little spread a little thin, it is because of this energy leak here. That will be patched for you, it does appear. And then we have the dream. So you're about to step into this this dream-like scenario in your life here, this dream energy, to where you're going to have to ask yourself multiple times, and I feel like this is more towards the mid to the end of December, where you're like, am I dreaming? Is this really real? And the divine is saying, yes, this is real. Then we have this card. There is no you. Now, this is definitely a Buddhist or a Advaita Vedantic type of perception of the self and the personality. But in part, realizing the nature of yourself and of others, and that you realize that this is actually one thing. And in a way, you kind of realize like, oh, there is no me in the way that I was thinking of myself in this hyper-individualized kind of way. Yes, we all have our own personalities and minds. That's one level of consciousness, to realize that everyone is this one thing, this one consciousness, having this experience of experiencing together. And you realize, oh, there is no individual me on this other level, and that I are actually one with everyone and everything, and that you are actually the screen that all of this is playing on. And here we have a couple moons and their moon phases, and we have the moon goddess on the high priestess. So do pay close attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles, as this will help give you a good idea of the timing of things, and you can also utilize these energies to your benefit. And then we have go ahead on, and this person has this on-off switch on their head. And this kind of is reading in two ways. To step into this knowledge, which is this esoteric, occult kind of magical knowledge that you're coming into contact with, you have to kind of turn off the logical processes of the mind, or at least turn down the volume of this logical voice in the head a little bit. There's also this sense that when this knowledge does come in for you, it's like this light switch has been turned on in your head and in your being. And you're really able to see with this light of truth here. And it says, who is watching the cosmic dance? So this cosmic dance is our reality playing out in front of us. This is this dance of Ganesha and Shiva, Nataraja. But like it says, there is no you. There is no you in the way that you were thinking of yourself. And that there's only this oneness. And so the question arises, who is watching this cosmic drama? What is looking through my eyes? If all of consciousness is one and one with the divine, then who does that make you? And then who is that is watching the entirety of this cosmic dance that we call reality? So this is kind of in part this knowledge that you're coming in contact with, this transcendental knowledge. All right. Please give us 3 cards. This is the Thoth deck. Please give us 3 cards for what are the hindrances on Scorpio's spiritual path in December 2022. 3 cards, please. You have the Fortune card. That would be the Wheel of Fortune in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. We have the 8 of Discs. 1 more, please. And Defeat. Somebody else got that in that position. I don't remember who. All right. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it does appear that the wheel in general is moving and turning in your favor here. And when this knowledge comes in, there is going to be this sense of, I did it. It's done. I win. This type of thought about this knowledge coming in would be a hindrance, and that this isn't the end. This is just the beginning of this. And so don't get too far ahead of yourself and to say, I win, I did it, I'm done. That would be a hindrance on the path here. And then we have the 8 of Discs, the 8 of Pentacles. So there is this thought with when these hidden talents, these hidden skills kind of bubble up to the surface, that your intellectual mind is going to really want to work this and like, this is like, how do I increase these skills, or how do I utilize these? And the Spirit is saying that that would be a hindrance, and just kind of move into these talents and these hidden skills. Don't overthink it. Don't over analyze it. Just step into them and perform these hidden skills and talents. Because if you overthink it, that would be a hindrance. Why can't I pick this up? So this is the Five of Swords. There is this sense of when you're feeling a little bit incomplete, there is this defeated kind of energy of this, like, woe is me type of feeling. Now, if you stay in this position, that would definitely be a hindrance on your path. Now, there may be those around you that see this change taking place, and not everybody is always happy for us when we go through these changes. And so there may be those, for some of you, that will want to engage with you in conflict, or they may want to intellectually compete with you or debate with you over this truth that you're realizing. Now, to really speak of these things in depth with others initially would be a hindrance, because, and there's this saying within the occult arena that you keep silent about these things, and it's not because these are so secret necessarily. It's that this silence is like putting a fence or a gate around a sprouted tree that's just emerging from the ground. And you do that to protect this growth until it's strong enough to stand on its own. And so these people are coming in to debate you on this so that they can try to debunk you and derail you. I don't feel like this is intentional in nature, but when people don't believe in things and they want you to be how you were, they will try to come in and debate you and question these truths that you find true. Just hold them true to yourself and let others do what they want to do. Now, of course, there's always this sense when this hits that you want to share this with everyone, but let this tree grow until it's strong enough to stand on its own before you begin to really share this. All right. Please give us 2 cards for what is on Scorpio's spiritual path in December 2022. Whoop. The Knight. 1 more card, please. Thank you. So we have the Knight and the Spring. And these are both, this person is wearing the garment of night. And this person is sitting amongst a natural spring at night. So, and this dream is taking place at night. This question, this realization, there is no you, is also taking place at night. So there may be something about night ritual, night walk, sitting outside by a fire, a campfire, something like that, to where these this knowledge is really going to come in. But I also feel like with the Knight, this is kind of this position here, as you're looking at these 3 cups that you have, and you're like, I wish I had more. Basically, you're saying, I wish I had light in the night. And it's kind of like when you look at the night sky, normally people see that the sky is black. But as you look at it, you realize that this this dark sky is filled with the lights of essentially 1,000,000 suns with all the stars. And the more you focus on this light in the sky, it's like the darkness becomes background and the stars become foreground. And your focus becomes on this light. And that's what's kind of taking place when you get this knowledge, this gift from the divine. It's like you're seeing the stars and you realize what you thought was perhaps bleak is actually very illuminated. And then we have the spring. So it's this knowledge and this, like the light of the stars at night, becomes this spring of energy and power for you. And now I'm speaking metaphorically, of course, but this is this spiritual knowledge. It's like something that was always there, but you just perhaps didn't have the right eyes to see it yet. And the divine is coming in and pointing this out to you. And this causes you to start to see things in a different way. And this is actually exposing you to a certain level of power that you didn't know that you possessed. And this is in part this hidden talents here. All right. We will get... This is the Oracle of Rama deck. We'll pick a Divine Guide card, or it'll pick us, rather. And then we will get... Which one is it? This one? Oh. And then we'll get some messages from the Greater of Oracle of Rama deck. That sounds so clunky. So we have the Holy... And this is the Greater Oracle of Rama deck. We have the Holy Name. So... this is speaking about Rama's name. Now, Ram is an incarnation of the divine in the Ramayana, and Ram's name in and of itself is a mantra. Now, I do believe that the name Ram came before the story, because Ram is also a very powerful mantra to repeat this energy, this name, because Ram is one of those that is one of these energy frequency tuner mantras. And it actually is associated with the solar plex and the 3rd chakra, which is the willpower. But what this mantra also does is it focuses the energy in the solar plex and causes this willpower to rise to the heart, and then eventually to the higher chakras. So this is a very powerful mantra also. And then it has the number 7 on it. So number 7 is the number of confidence. And this up here says the power of pure devotion. So this devotional power of Parvati. And whatever your path may be, it does appear that you are becoming quite devoted to that path, and you are engaging in some level of devotional practice, whether that be to the universe, the divine, the spirits, nature spirits, deities, what have you, whatever your path may be. You are coming with this devotional energy, this heart space devotional energy. All right. please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's spiritual path in December 2022. All right. Great gain. Okay, we'll go ahead and take those. So we have great gain here. So you are definitely having this great gain, this gift from the divine. And then we have number 7. So the message 7 here. Leaders unite, the people celebrate. So this leader, these leaders that unite, these are these opposing forces or contradictory forces that you are bringing together. And when you do that, these people around you, especially the people who you are helping in their struggles, this definitely becomes this celebratory energy here. And it's almost like you're bringing 2 different traditions with 2 different appearing to be seemingly different deities or gods or religious paths, and you're bringing them together. And in that case, the people that are celebrating is you. Then we have appropriate timing. So again, with the timing of things, and this says, act cautiously on Saturday. So there may be these people that may want to come in to debate you and derail you, things like this. This is definitely saying that to take caution. It says on Saturday, but the end of the week, the weekend, the second half of the week, sometime in December, this is when these people are going to engage you in that way. So do take caution and stay on your square, as they say. And it says deep retreat. It says benefits come from a new teacher/guide. So I feel like in a lot of ways the divine is your teacher and your guide, because it's leading you right to this secret, sacred knowledge here, this esoteric, occult knowledge. And so these teachings are your teacher and your guide. Your spirit guides are also coming in your aid. And you may also be actually coming in contact. Now, this is not for everybody, but for some of you, you are coming in contact with a teacher of occult knowledge. Now, occult does not mean a negative thing. I can feel people, occult. But occult literally means secret knowledge. Hidden knowledge. So, Spirit is saying that you don't have anything to fear concerning that. All right. We'll get 3 from the tiny. We'll split the deck 3 ways. Scoot that over a little bit. We'll split the deck 3 ways, and then we'll get the tops of the split. Pink, yellow, pink. Gentle okayness. So this is speaking about being gentle with yourself, being okay with all these different aspects of yourself. It's something to do with this inner child. And for some of you, you may be keeping this inner child kind of cloaked or covered because there's something you don't want to look at or revisit which is understandable, of course. But the Spirit is saying to adopt this gentle okayness with these things, because when we fragment ourselves out, we become weak and spread thin. When we can integrate all these aspects of ourselves, the good, the bad, the ugly, and having this gentle okayness about these things within ourselves, to integrate these things, actually is a stronger stance than to compartmentalize out. Growth. So again, December is for you. It does appear this month of growth for you. So we have multiple cards out here indicating that. So meditate. So this is definitely highlighting the importance of meditation, regardless of what path you may be on, what practice or teachings you may be learning. For most spiritual practices, meditation is key, whether that is Western occultism, whether that is yoga, even prayer can be considered a form of meditation. Meditation is key and never a bad thing. So if you don't meditate, do adopt a daily practice of meditation. And if you meditate for 10 minutes, try to meditate for 20. If you meditate for 30, try to carve out an hour where you can meditate. Whatever your practice is, try to kick it up a notch here, because that's really going to help you with this growth. All right. Please give us 3 cards for a final parting message. What would you like to leave Scorpios with for what is on their spiritual path in December 2022? 3 cards, please, for a final message for our Scorpios. That's okay. All right. All right. We have the Magician, the 2 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, the Tower, and the 9 of Swords. And at the bottom, we have the Temperance Angel. So, like I said, you are coming into this magical knowledge here. I mean, we have the High Priestess and the Magician. So there is this what could be considered magical attainment here. But this is definitely a spiritual attainment to one degree or another. And really coming strong with these newfound skills and talents that you have. And as you move through December, you find yourself feeling very strong, very powerful. You are finding that your ability to manifest into the reality is really on a high. And because of this, you're taking inspired action and creating this circumstances that you want to find yourself in, and being very resourceful. You have all the tools in the deck, and like I said, these resources of these what would appear to be opposing beliefs or practices, you're really bringing these together here, and you're very determined to move forward in a strong way. So we like to see that. And then we have the 2 of Swords. So you do kind of find yourself in a position of indecision. I feel like it has a lot to do with this feeling of incomplete and this missing puzzle piece, because there is going to be this initial reaction of like, oh, thank you for the puzzle piece. Should I actually put this puzzle together now, and this is kind of this fear that was stemming when I use the word occult knowledge. So there is this indecision is coming from that fear. But again, we have this night sky here and the moon, like I said earlier. So you're definitely weighing the options of something, and this is a little difficult for you because you can't actually see what the right decision is. So logically, logic has you in this position of indecision. But like I said earlier, you want to kind of turn the volume of that down so you can hear your intuition a little bit better, and that will help you make this decision. So we go 1, 2, 3. So it does appear that you are leaving this position of indecision, and you can kind of see your creations, or at least your potential, beginning to come in here, and you have your eye on the horizon here for what is to come, because you're with this, you're gaining some foresight into the future, and with this growth, you're really expanding out. You're expanding out of your comfort zone, and you're expanding your sphere of influence over your reality and what you can create here. So, and then we have the Tower card. Now, I don't feel like this is necessarily a bad card for you, because there is this sudden change. This doesn't trickle in. This is like, this hits. So this may create some upheaval in your life, and that's why other people are wanting to come in and really debate you on this, because you are having this awakening here. And something is being destroyed here. It's like this card, the Destroyer. So this old identification of yourself is being torn down so that you can build anew here. And initially, this is going to cause some worry, fear, perhaps anxiety will bubble up. But do know that this is bubbling up from this old structure. It's not bubbling up from the new. And so again, this is this logical, rational brain saying, wait a second. And you just want to, within yourself, turn the volume down a little bit on it so that you can see through this here. And when you do that, you really find this is the Temperance card, you really find yourself in a lot of balance here. As you move forward, you're feeling very patient, and really in your purpose. You've really crossed this threshold into this new spiritual purpose here. And in doing so, you are connecting with your guides and the spirit in general in this different way. There's this flow taking place between you and the spirit that was not there, or perhaps you didn't notice it before. But you are coming into this greater level of harmony, and your heart is open. Your third eye, intuition, is really on a high. You're spreading your wings and about to expand out into this new growth. We have the sun rising in the background, so this new day, we have a lot of nightscapes here. And this is indicating that this sun, this new day is dawning here for you. And part of this knowledge that's coming in has to do with this spiritual knowledge and how you exist on multiple planes. And here, on the Temperance card, the Temperance Angel has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land. So these two levels, and finding balance between these two levels of consciousness, or two levels of existence. One is on the soul level, or the astral, and the other is in the physical world. So you are finding this balance as you move forward. And underneath that, we have the High Priestess again. So this balance is really, I almost feel like this isn't like a repeat message, but this is, it's like this stairs that you are walking up, whereas each level you're coming into contact with greater spiritual insights, more secret knowledge. Your intuition, again, is leveling up, and you're even uncovering more hidden talents that you didn't know, these spiritual talents here. So again, this isn't a repeating message. This is like a level up of these things. And we have the Four of Wands. So this really feels like you are coming home to yourself. This inner child is really allowed to shine as you come home to yourself, and you find this greater level of harmony here. This is also speaking about a community celebration. So like it said earlier, the people, leaders unite, the people celebrate. So this is a celebration taking place around you here. That those that are definitely in your corner, they see this change taking place with you, even though you may not be talking about it. And they're really happy for you because in a lot of ways, this has been a long time coming and you really deserve this. And then we have the Judgment card. So as you step into this new, you're finding this incredible new level of renewal with this awakening. You're having this complete rebirth because you are listening to this inner call of the divine. But this is definitely speaks of this transition and this change that's taking place for you in December. And in a lot of ways, this is your time for redemption here. Wow. So we have the 10 of Cups. So this is where this is all leading to, is this 10 of Cups, this divine love, this divine bliss, this loving celebration, this almost ecstatic, and like this inner child can really come out and dance and play in this, and all your cups of emotion are full and overflowing here, creating this really beautiful sight before you. I also have to add that there are a lot of major arcanas on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's definitely a faded energy about this, as major arcanas are faded energy and minor arcanas are more of a free will type of energy and can change depending on the decisions that we make. But the major arcanas are faded, destined energies taking place for you in December. So I think we're going to go ahead and leave this here. Scorpios, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement for December. This reading looks fantastic. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. It really does mean so much. And again, Scorpios, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.